Hello children, how are you all? I hope you all are well. In today's lesson, we'll be able to find specific information from simple text. I know you all love to read, but at the beginning of the lesson, I'm not going to give you a passage. Look at it. What's that? Yes, there you are. It's a picture. Now, shall we find out what is the hidden story behind this picture? I hope you all can find out, but I must help you. To find out the information given in the picture, you must get some questions. Yes, look at these questions first. What is this picture about? Where is the tree? How many people are there? Who are they? What type of a day is it? I hope now you all are ready with your books. Can you take them down to your books? Then it is easy for you to take down the answers. Right. Now we'll move back to the picture. Right. Okay children, what is this picture about? How many people are there? And what type of a day is it? And where is the tree? Yes, I think you all can find out the answers. It's very easy for you to find the answers. Shall we go to the questions again? Yes, what is the picture about? Where is the tree? How many people are there? Who are they? What type of a day is it? Then we'll check the answers. Yes. What is this picture about? It's a home garden. Good. Where is the tree? It's near the house. How many people are there? 2. Who are they? A grandpa and grandson? What type of a day is it? Is it stormy, sunny or rainy? Yes, it's sunny. The sun was shining. Right children. Now we'll go to the next slide and see what's going to happen next. Now, to find out the story behind the picture, I used action words. WH actions. What are WH actions? WH actions means a term refers to the action words start with WH and H. WH questions. It's a term refer to use questions with start with W, H and H. The first one, what? What refers to things? What is he holding? What are you holding now? Maybe your pencil or a pen. Then the next one, what refers to an idea? What are they thinking about? I think you can remember the picture. The boy was thinking about something. The next one, what refers to an information? What kind of a tree is that? Yes, can you remember? What kind of tree? It was a mango tree. Yes. And what refers to an action? What are they doing? And what are you all doing now? Yes, we all are learning English. Right. The next one, who? Who refers to a person? Who is your favorite singer? Then we can ask, who is your class teacher? The next one, where? Where refers to a place. Where do you live? Yes. Where is the enormous tree? The next question word, when. When refers to a date and time. When is your birthday? Next, how many? How many refers to a quantity for countable nouns. How many people are there? How many members are there in your family? We are talking about the number. Okay, my dear children, there are some, but in today's lesson, I am going to focus only these 5 words. With that understanding, we will move to the next activity. Read the passage and answer the questions given below. In today's lesson, we are going to find out specific information. Then, before reading the paragraph, you must look at the questions because there should be a purpose of reading. Shall we look at the questions again? There you are. It's time for you to take down the questions first. How many people are there in the story? What do they have in their garden? Where was the tree? Who suggested to cut the tree down? When will this mango tree benefit the others? Now this is your time to take down the questions. If you are ready, we'll go to the paragraph. Right. Shall you read it? Now you can follow me. We have an enormous mango tree in our garden only a few yards from the kitchen window. Looking at the tree, I asked my grandfather, "Isn't this tree dangerous to keep very close to the house?" "I think it is dangerous. Shall we cut it down?" "Why do you say so, my dear son? We really must look after it because it's very useful to us," my grandfather said. "You are correct. I too quite like the tree myself. But are you sure it's not dangerous?" "Well, I read something in the paper only the other day," he said. "A person had built a house leaving an enormous tree which was in their garden as it was. Now the tree is full of mangoes and they are very happy about it. It has been there for more than 5 years. Still that person treats the tree very well and no harm from it. In the end, after several discussions of this kind, we decided to treat the tree very well for the benefits of the others in future. But it is not an easy job for us to maintain the tree since it is enormous and very close to the house. The tree provides shade and sweet mangoes not only for us but also our neighbors as well. We are very happy about the good deed that we have done." Right, my dear children. Now you can find out the answers for the questions. Have you done it? Let's check the answers. How many people are there in the story? There are 2. What do they have in their garden? Yes, it was a mango tree. Where was the tree? Near the house. Who suggested to cut the tree down? The grandson. Good. When will this mango tree benefit the others? Yes, it would benefit the others in future. Right. With that understanding, we'll move to the next activity. Yes, it's something familiar to you. What's this? It's a picture of Anne Frank. Now, this is there in your pupil's book. Shall you take out your pupil's book? Page number 97. Are you ready? There you are. You will find out a paragraph about Anne Frank. There you have to answer the given questions. Right. As I told you earlier, you must have a purpose of reading. Then we'll look at the next slide. Yes. Where did Anne and her family members hide? Where? With that question word, we ask a place. How many members were there with her? We ask in the number of family members or the people who were there with her. Who was Anne's father? Who refers to a person, you know that. Then next one. When was Anne Frank born? When? I told you at the beginning, that was the time or a date. Where was Anne Frank born? Then we ask in again a place. Now, I'll let you read the paragraph. Shall you read it? Anne Frank was a Jewish girl who had gone into hiding during World War II from the Nazis. Together with 7 others, she hid in a secret annex. After almost 2 years in hiding, they were discovered and deported to concentration camps. Anne's father, Otto Frank, was the only one of the 8 people to survive. After her death, Anne became world famous because of the diary she had written while in hiding. Anne Frank was born on 12th June 1929 in Frankfurt. The economic crisis, Hitler's rise to power and growing anti-Semitism put an end to the family's carefree life. So, following what most of the Jews did, they decided to leave Germany to save their lives. Now, that's the time for you to answer the questions. Yes, she was a Jew and she was hiding during the World War II. And together with 7 others, she hid in a secret annex. Where was she? Yes, there you are. Now I am with you. I am ready to help you. After almost 2 years in hiding, they were discovered and deported to concentration camps. Anne's father, yes, Anne's father. There we are talking about Anne's father. Now you can do the work. I hope you have already done. Shall we go for the answers? Yes, there you are. Where did Anne and her family members hide? In a secret annex. How many members were there with her? There were 8. Good. Who was Anne's father? Yeah, that was Otto Frank. When was Anne Frank born? On 12th June 1929. Where was Anne Frank born? In Frankfurt. Now, we'll move to the next slide. There, what we practice in the classroom can appear in the question paper as well. Read the passage and answer the questions. Again, you have to look at the questions because you must have a purpose of reading. Shall we take down these things first? Who took the youth for a walk? How did the boy hold the tiny plant? Underline the correct answer. There you are given multiple choices. Now you have to find out what is the best answer for that. The guava tree was so blank that the boy could not pull it out. What does the highlighted word them refer to? The next one, write the sentence which says that the boy learned a lesson. By looking at these first event, you can guess what the paragraph is. Because who took the youth? There is a youth. And how did the boy hold the tiny plant? Yes, there must be a tiny plant. And the guava tree was so. There must be a guava tree too. Okay, now we'll go back to the paragraph. Read the passage and answer the questions. A wealthy man requested a scholar to free his son from his bad habits. The scholar took the youth for a walk through a garden. Stopping suddenly, he asked the boy to pull out a plant growing there. The plant was so tiny that the youth held the plant between his thumb and forefinger and pulled it out. The scholar then asked him to pull out a slightly bigger plant. The youth pulled hard and the plant came out with the roots and all. Now pull out that one, said the scholar, pointing to a bush. The boy had to use all his strength to pull it out. Now take this one out, said the scholar, showing a guava tree. The youth grasped the trunk and tried to pull it out, but it did not move. It's impossible, said the boy, panting with the effort. It's the same with the bad habits, said the scholar. When they are young, it is easy to pull them out, but when they take hold, they cannot be uprooted. The walk with the scholar changed the boy's life. Now, you can find the answers. Shall I help you? A wealthy man requested a scholar to free his son from his bad habits. Yes, a wealthy man wanted to free his son from the bad habits. The scholar took the youth for a walk to a garden. Stopping there, suddenly he asked the boy to pull out a plant growing there. What type of plant was that? The plant was so tiny that the youth held the plant between his thumb and forefinger. As it was so tiny, the boy could hold the plant between his thumb and forefinger and pull it out. The scholar then asked him to pull out a slightly bigger one. Yes, there he also could do that. The youth pulled hard and the plant came out with roots and all. Now pull out that one, said the scholar, pointing to a bush. It's something bigger than that. The boy had to use all his strength to pull it out. Yes, he could do that. Now take this one out, said the scholar, showing a guava tree. You found the guava tree there. The youth grasped the trunk and tried to pull it out, but it did not move. It's impossible, said the boy, panting with his effort. It's the same with the bad habits, said the scholar. When they are young, it is easy to pull them out, but when they take hold, they cannot be uprooted. The walk with the scholar changed the boy's life. Now it's time for you to write the answers. Right. Are you ready, my dear children? I hope you all have done well. Shall we check the answers? Who took the youth for a walk? Yes, you are correct. The scholar. How did the boy hold the tiny plant? I told you that he held the tiny plant with what? Between his thumb and forefinger. Underline the correct answer. Why that boy was unable to pull out that tree? That guava tree was so, yes, it was so strong that the boy could not pull it out. What does the highlighted word them refer to? Yes, my dear children, the word them refers to the bad habits. Write the sentence which says that the boy learnt a lesson. The walk with the scholar changed the boy's life. Good. So, with that understanding, we'll move to the next slide. There you are. Now, I have picked up this question from the GCE O-Level Examination 2018, Paper 1, Test 7. Read the following text and answer the questions. Yes. Again, we'll have to go for the questions because there should be a purpose of reading. Can you take them down? What were the pupils doing before Miss Yapa entered the classroom? How many pupils were there in the class? There you have to complete the sentence. The pupils wanted the teacher to, maybe teacher to do something. Write the line which says that Naveen would receive letters from his classmates. Again, you have a multiple choice question. The word intently means. What is the meaning of the word intently? The by chance, attentively or silently? Right. If you have completed, now you can look at the paragraph. Now you can follow me. The pupils stopped talking as Miss Yapa entered the classroom. Then they stood up and greeted. Good morning, teacher. Miss Yapa smiled and greeted them back and asked the children to sit down. There were 30 pupils in the class. All the pupils were watching her intently, waiting to know her name. I suppose you want to know my name, she said. But before she could tell them, someone called out, You are Miss Yapa? Everyone laughed, including Miss Yapa. News travels quickly, she said. Miss Yapa opened the attendance register and called their names in turn. When she came to the last name on the list, Naveen, she noticed that he had been absent for over a month. What's the matter with Naveen? Asked the teacher. Naveen has been ill and is still in hospital, said a girl in the front row. Did you all go to see him? Asked the teacher. No one replied. It was the time to start the lesson. Please tell us a story. The pupils shouted. No. First of all, I want you to write letters to your friend Naveen. We will send the best ones to cheer him up in hospital. I'll tell you a story later. Yes. What were the pupils doing? The pupils stopped talking as Miss Yapa entered the classroom. Then they stood up and greeted. Yes, you all do that. When teacher entered the classroom, you all stop chattering and then start to greet us. Yes, that's a good habit. When they stood up and greeted, good morning, teacher. Miss Yapa smiled and greeted then and back and asked the children to sit down. There were 30 pupils in the class. There were 30. That's a number. All the pupils were watching her intently, waiting to know her name. I suppose you want to know my name, she said. But before she could tell them, someone called out, you are Miss Yapa. That means she may be a new teacher to the class. Now, they have already got the name. Everybody laughed, including Miss Yapa. News travels quickly, she said. Miss Yapa opened the attendance register and called their names in turn. When she came to the last name on the list, Naveen, she noticed that he had been absent for over a month. What's the matter with Naveen? Asked the teacher. Naveen has been ill and is still in hospital. Oh, what happened to Naveen? Naveen has been ill and he's in hospital, said a girl in the front row. Did you all go to see him? Asked the teacher. No one replied. It was the time to start the lesson. Please tell us a story. Yes, I know, you all love to listen stories. The pupil shouted. No, first of all, I want you to write letters to your friend Naveen. Now teacher is going to write a letter with the help of the students. And also, what is she going to do with the letters? We'll see. We will send the best ones to cheer him up in hospital. Yes, Naveen is in hospital. He will be very happy when he gets letters from his classmates. I'll tell you a story later. Right. I hope now you have already done the work well. Yes. If you have completed, there you are. What were the pupils doing before Miss Yapa entered the classroom? They were talking, chatting. Good. How many pupils were there in the class? Yes, there were 30. Complete the sentence. The pupils wanted the teacher to tell a story. Did the teacher tell a story? Not yet. We'll see. Write the line which says that Naveen would receive letters from his classmates. Yes, there you are. I can see some smiling faces because you have found the answer. We will send the best ones to cheer him up in hospital. Good. The word intently means, yes, the children were looking at, waiting, and what is intently? Yes, they were attentively. The word means, intently means attentively. I hope you have done well. Now, we have come to the end of the lesson. I hope you all have found out how to find specific information from the given text. With that, we have come to the end of the lesson. I hope you all enjoyed my lesson. See you again. Bye.